guys, welcome back to the show that's going to take the guesswork out of your home remodel. I'm Pete, this is Gonzalo, and this is No One Knows.
That's right, guys. So stick around, because if you didn't know, now you'll know. What's up, Pete? How we doing today?
Oh, everything's good. Everything's good. So today we have a vendor spotlight. So
That's right.
Today we'll be talking to our friend, and should be your friend at home, Armand from Long Island Clean Water.
What's up, guys? How you doing? It's nice to be with you.
Nice to be here. Nice to have you on the show, Armand. It's great.
Cleaning up Long Island's water, because H2O shouldn't come with a warning label.
100%.
All right. Armand, thank you so much for being here today. And we're going to dive right into this, because this we get asked a lot all the time.
And if you guys at home don't watch any of our episodes, this is the episode to watch, because Long Island water is something you should be very concerned with.
That's right. So like Pete said, it's not a secret that we don't have the best water in the island. And Armand, why don't you tell us a little bit, where does our water come from?
Oh, that's a great question, Gonzalo. So all of our water is all recycled. It's underneath our ground, underneath our feet. We drive on it. We walk on it. Our homes and businesses are on it. So our water sits underneath our feet in water-bearing layers of rocks called aquifers. Mm-hmm. How it gets there, though, that's actually the cool part. So our water all goes through the process of a water cycle. So what happens is the sun comes out. I'm going to take it back to about 5th grade environmental sciences classes here. So the water gets evaporated when the sun comes out. Mm-hmm. It is going to pick that water up, condense it. It's going to form a cloud, but it's going to rain back down. So this is the part where things can get into our water supply that necessarily aren't supposed to be there. We're going to think of water as a universal solvent. In layman's terms, all that means is just it's like a magnet. It wants to go through anything it touches. That's why if you're in the shower too long, in the pool too long, or you see your kids in the bathtub playing, the fingers get pruny, because the water just wants to go through their hands. That's the same thing that happens with the water when it rains down in our Long Island soil. Mm-hmm. So as the water is going through our Long Island soil, it's a magnet as well. It's not biased. It doesn't care what it picks up in that soil. So it doesn't matter if it's fertilizers, pesticides, our cesspools. Wow. We have a whole bunch of them in Long Island. Doesn't matter. It's going all deep down into our aquifers. And then from there, what our water authorities do is they dig really deep into these aquifers, pull the water up, siphon it up, put it through like small stages of water filtration. But they also do what a lot of homeowners are about to do with their pools. They add chlorine to it. They shock it. Mm-hmm. So our water it's sitting in layers of rocks. So it's green. It's dirty. What they do is they add the chlorine to clear it up. The chlorine clears it up, makes sure there's no bacteria, no viruses. Same thing the homeowners do with the pools. Test and make sure there's a safe level of chlorine in there. And then they just ship it down straight from the water treatment plant to our pipes, straight to us.
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy to hear, but it is the reality of what we have here in Long Island, right? So, Armand, what products do you guys offer at Long Island Clean Water?
When it comes to products, we pretty much do all phases of water filtration. We like to say that no job is too big or too small. We do small drinking water systems at your kitchen sink, where you're now able to get purified water right at your kitchen sink, down to huge, intricate whole house filters that can filter the water throughout your whole entire home. And even on the commercial side, we do hotels with small coolers, doctor's offices. Really, no job is too big or too small for us.
That's great. A lot of times you do a lot of the reverse osmosis for us in a lot of our homeowners' homes.
Yes.
As well as an add-on as the whole house filter.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, he came here and tested our water, and I mean,
We were shocked.
I'm surprised we didn't die drinking the water here. We make all our coffee with it here, and he came and he tests all the water, and he came up with so many contaminants and everything in the water. I was shocked. I was like,
I mean, I know for a fact that's how I lost my hair, drinking the water. Well, you laughing.
That could be, could be so.
You know what, Pete? Also, people say, I have the filter at the refrigerator, right? I don't need that. Or, I could just put the one filter under my sink. But, when you do a full filtration system, how many appliances do we have that water runs through?
Oh, there's a lot. You can have ice makers, refrigerators, dishwashers. I can attest.
Even your boiler, because, there's new boilers now. When the water is clean, there's build-up happens in the pipes. So believe it or not, that's going to expand the life of your equipment.
Oh, yeah.
It helps a lot with that.
Well, we had Armand install a few systems in, and the customers, the first thing they noticed right away is with like a water filter in there for refrigerator, right? They would say, wow, I only have to change the filter in the refrigerator. I used to change it every month. Now I change it like every 6 months because it's cleaning the water up through the refrigerator. Everything.
Armand, I also heard people give, like now my skin is not as itchy, that they seen an improvement in their skin. We're seeing it when we go back to these jobs to do a service calls or our comeback in 6 months or whatever. That the grout lines in the tile.
Yeah. That's one of our biggest problems is now with some of the water in some areas, we mix the grout, and the grout actually is coming out at different colors because of the contaminants in the water. Wow. And then sometimes after it's all done, we've been bringing Poland Spring bottles to mix grouts in some areas. It's like color out of the grout. It's weird, but we've been finding it. But we also have customers that call us that don't have water filtration systems, and we're like, my grout's all discolored, and it's all changing. It's because of the water. The water's so hard here on Long Island.
So, Armand, I'm going to go to my next question.
All right.
And this question is, because people get freaked out. Oh, my God, how much is this going to cost me? So just throw out there some ballpark numbers if you can. Let them know that it's not something that is out of this world, unreachable or anything like that. And it all depends to the needs.
Exactly.
Right.
Well, yeah. Walk us through, because I didn't know how the process worked until I actually experienced with you. But just walk us through, how it happens when you knocking on the door just to meet the client. Just go through that with us. How you?
Yeah. So to the viewers at home, what you would do is reach out for our initial water evaluation. It's free. Our free water evaluations, what we would do, we come out to the home. Not only are we testing the water, but we're assessing your plumbing. We're going to make sure our systems are compatible with your area, but we're also looking through your local water report.
Yeah.
We're looking through your local water report, but most of all, we're listening to your needs.
Yeah.
We know you as the viewers. We know that you have things that you deal with every day that, I'm not there every day to, hey, this happens when Johnny gets out the shower, so we're there to assess your needs, and based on the things that we discussed in your initial water evaluation, we're able to give you a system for your home, your area. We at Long Island Clean Water Service, we understand that all water in Long Island is not the same. It's not the same. So
I was going to ask you that too. Because what areas do you see that have the worst water?
So I like to say, I wouldn't say necessarily the worst, but if you live in an area that might have industrial sites, if you know that the infrastructure around you might happen to be a little older. Yeah. We live in Long Island. Some of these homes are over 100 years old. If you live in an area where things might be older, if there's things in Long Island, they're called Superfund sites, Superfund with a D. Yeah. So what that necessarily means is there could have been a factory, a company, a site that had contaminated materials fall into their ground around them or in the water around them. MacArthur Airport is actually a Superfund site. Yeah. This is public information. There's only 1,300 in the whole entire United States. We have about close to 10% here on Long Island. It's only 118 miles. Oh, wow. So that's a huge amount. This is public information. So I would advise the viewers to look what Superfund sites are near West Islip, what Superfund sites are near Bohemia. Look, this is public information that you can see, and go through your local water report. If something jumps out at you that necessarily you don't feel like it should be in there, you should be reaching out for a free water evaluation.
Yeah. Now, after you do that evaluation, right, you tell the customer actually, what systems they should go with, right? So walk us through that. How does that work?
So based off of your test results, based off of what you want to do, preference with the water supply, we have systems for every budget. We have systems for every single budget. Doesn't matter if you just want a small single cartridge that goes to your fridge line. We can do that for you, down to a whole intricate. You want almost everything taken out your water. We can do that for you as well. But we are basing everything off of your home, your location, and those test results. We don't, at Long Island Clean Water Service, we don't put one system everywhere. We don't do just a copycat. You guys get the same system, just a little different. Yeah. We like to do everything customized.
Different canisters.
Exactly.
So exactly. Customize it to every specific home needs or wants from the client. That's great. Just like what we do. You know, everything is custom. So
now, if somebody wanted to start off with just a simple reverse osmosis under the sink, or sometimes we even put them in the basement and run the line up. What are we looking at, like, cost wise with that, Armand?
That's anywhere from, I would honestly say, from around like $900 to around $1,200. And that's fully installed, first year service. Depending, I do say that price range is because we don't put the same reverse osmosis everywhere. Yeah. Some water's a little harder than others. We like to make sure we're giving you the top efficient equipment for that area, so you don't have any issues.
Now, do you have to put a whole house system in, or can you just get away with a reverse osmosis, or what is the benefits to have both, maybe, or
I would say, okay, if you're a customer and you find yourself going to the grocery store every single week and you're buying cases and cases of water bottles, you're getting outside water bottle deliveries, maybe you should get a drinking water system.
Plus, that's microplastic.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. And if you're passionate about that, that's something you should do. But if you're also a homeowner with kids, you got a growing family, you see stains on your shower glass doors, you see the stains around your water fixtures, you see your kids, they complain about itchy skin, eczema, things like that. Yeah. You might look into wanting to see your options for a whole house system.
And that's just the beginning of it. I mean, who knows how many other diseases we're getting from all this water, that we're drinking.
Yeah, I know. I put a system in my house because, I thought I went bald from the water, and I didn't want my wife to go bald from the water, so, but
I say, if we had a system that makes hair grow back, we'd be popping them out like hotcakes.
The first client you guys will have.
So then you say, if you're in a bad or one of those super fund areas, you should actually put a whole house system in and a reverse osmosis, and that would be your daily drinking water.
That's your daily. That's it. That's your combo right there. A whole house system and a drinking water unit covers you for everything.
It also covers the boiler. It covers because then, we've been putting filters on the boilers just to, protect all the elements inside the boiler because the water's so hard here.
Yeah, Pete, you see the new tankless hot water heaters.
Yeah.
That it won't last long in areas that have harder water. If you have harder water
built up within the pipes, invest them. That's not going to last you as long as it should, just because the water is so harsh.
100%.
And Armand, let me ask you, because I got this for clients that have used you in the past and your services. Do you guys go back and test the water?
Absolutely, 100%. So we like to give the customers, I want to say maybe like a week and a half to settle in with the system, just to get used to it. Then what we're doing, we're back and we're testing what your results were before. We're looking at what they were before, and then we're doing the test now and just comparing the two. And it's always a significant improvement.
Oh yeah, but I know it for a fact because you did it at my house, you did it at my office, you've done it for a numerous amount of clients that are all happy with your
extremely happy
system.
They do see the difference big time, and that's very good. And with that being said, also, Armand, talk to us about you guys have a referral program, correct?
Yes, we do. So we understand that people, and when they live in neighborhoods, they talk. They live and talk. If one customer on the block might be dealing with an issue with the water supply, 9 times out of 10, your neighbor is dealing with the same issue.
Yeah.
So us being a water filtration company, the oldest water filtration company in Long Island, we strive for excellence with every customer we contact with. So most of our customers are referrals. We try not to push advertisement. So what we do for our customers specifically is if you are even an existing customer or you're a customer of mine, refer somebody. We'll pay for your next year's service. Or we also do group appointments. We go out to the home.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, we do the group appointments. So it could be 5, 6 people living on one block. They don't have to set up each individual appointments. You could bring your water sample down.
So
we could test it right
there. On the block sets up a group appointment, and they can get a benefit from that.
You can get a benefit and a discount.
Wow, that's pretty good to know.
You know, all your kids go to the same to the same school. You guys know each other. Why not help each other out with a free water test?
And this, because I know they're gonna ask. So what makes them different? What makes you guys different from the competitors? Because we know there's other companies out there that offer this too.
Right.
So what can you tell our viewers and our clients? What makes you guys different?
So I can say that for starters, we're one of the oldest water filtration companies in Long Island. When it comes to us putting our equipment in places, we do the water tests to make sure that we're not giving you anything that you don't need.
Yeah.
We don't want to overexert the customer with elaborate systems and things like that, prices that are outrageous for something that they don't need. You know, when it comes to even installing the system, the first year service is free. It's free. We don't charge you to come back and make sure your system is operating. We don't like to just put the system on you and just leave you with it or just abandon you with, now you have a system. You know, we don't like to do that. So we come back and make sure, hold your hand through the whole entire process and make sure everything is operating at the most highest efficiency that it can. Also, when it comes to issues and problems, 24 hours, 7 days a week. I always go back to my Sunday night at 7:00. Something goes wrong with your system. You have an issue. Most companies, you're not getting nobody on the line at Sunday at 7:00. But that line rings directly to my owner's home, and you're going to have somebody there to address your needs, to address your problems. When it comes to us, we like to just give you peace of mind. That's it. We want to give you a system we know that is quality, that it works. We don't sell everything. Yeah. We sell strictly water filtration, and that's it. You know, we're going to give you peace of mind and a quality product you can feel safe about.
Well, we know that 100% for sure. So.
Yeah, we experience it. So, where can we find you? Where can our viewers find you?
You guys could find me, at Instagram. My Instagram name is Armand.the.cleanwaterguy_LI.
Oh, we're going to put that in the credits for you too. Yeah.
Yeah. And, you guys can also, if you reach out to, Long Island Clean Water Service, you guys can ask, hey, can Armand come out to my home and give me a free water assessment?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's great. Well, Armand, thank you so much for that. Pete, anything else you have to add, or you want?
No, I think you covered it. You have anything else you want to add to the viewers out there?
I would say if you guys resonated with anything I said today, if you find yourself dissatisfied with your tap water, if you're buying cases and cases and loads of water bottles, your skin is your kids are complaining about their skin, you're just unsatisfied with the quality that's going through your home, reach out for a free water assessment.
Awesome. Yeah. And we'll put his credits, we'll put his email and your contact in the credits. And you guys, please reach out because it's really important to get clean water. But thank you, Armand. Thank you for coming out to the show. As a token of our appreciation for your time, and for your friendship, we're going to give you this mug. So you can remember us.
Yeah, you get to put clean water in it.
I get to put clean water in it.
Make sure you put clean water in there. Absolutely. Well, guys, that was our show. If you like what you've seen, like what you heard, please subscribe. Please share our show. We would appreciate it.
That's right, guys. And remember, if you didn't know, now you know.